Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So today's video unfortunately is extremely bad news for American people. Here in America, guys, we have freedoms, we have constitutional rights, we have things that safeguard us from government. Unfortunately, in my opinion, what I am seeing implemented right now with this whole immigration laws, this is not good. Now, before you click off or start typing away, I am all for immigration process. If you are coming to this country legally, welcome aboard. If you are illegal, you need to have your butt shipped back to wherever it is that you came from. But what I'm seeing implemented to do the process is concerning. It's concerning to me. It should be concerning to you. We're preppers, survivalists, homesteaders, targets. Oh yeah, good old coffee. By the way, guys, I hope you guys have been stocking up your coffee when I told you to, because coffee price is getting ridiculous. And we warned you guys many times, coffee's going up. Well, yeah, it is. Thankfully, I have a lot of the, what I would call freeze-dried, the instant coffee stockpiled up, but I like my good percolated. It's freaking awesome. And extremely hot. All right, guys, into the news here. This is the Hill. I know there's going to be people complaining about where I grab articles, whatever. This is just one I'm presenting to you. I cross-reference a lot of my material just so I don't get hemmed up on a report that I do, and I have to retract it. So, Holman claims ICE officers don't need probable cause to briefly detain people. We're going to discuss this in depth. I'm going to give you my thoughts. Now, I am not a legal lawyer or anything like that. I'm just a old schmuck, redneck, iron worker, welder, whatever. But I've got a lot of experience in a lot of things. President Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, asserted Friday on Fox News that federal immigration agents do not need probable cause to detain people for a short period of time. Yeah. People need to understand, ICE officers and Border Patrol don't need probable cause to walk up to somebody, briefly detain them, and question them, he said on Fox and Friends. They just go through the observation, get articulate facts based on their location, their occupation, their physical appearance, their actions. Homan was speaking in response to a question about anticipating ruling from a federal judge in Los Angeles that could order the Trump administration to pause immigration raids. Let's discuss that right fast, guys. Now, I am all for getting illegals out of our country. Now, I said illegals, not immigrants, all right? If you immigrate here in America legally, you do the process. Welcome to America. I hope you have a great, wonderful life. I love living here. If you're here illegally, you need to get rounded up and shipped out. But the process of what they're doing to make this happen is what's concerning to me as a prepper, as an American citizen. I'm not saying that Trump is going to snatch everybody up as far as preppers and stuff and throw them in gulag or something like that. Or alligator Alcatraz. But the argument that I'm seeing with people is that, well, these people are illegal. They're not entitled to or protected underneath our constitutional right of unlawful seizure and all this other stuff, detaining and everything. Technically, you are correct. If you are an illegal immigrant, you're not supposed to be here. Our laws do not protect you because you are not a citizen. The problem that I'm seeing, though, is that you can't judge by what someone looks like, you know, because they're Latino or Hispanic, doesn't mean that they're illegal. There's been a lot of people that have been snatched up, and they are American citizens over this. Now, that right there crosses the line on your constitutional right as an American citizen because of appearance. My main concern with this, guys, is that this will be implemented later towards us. You don't think that preppers, homesteaders, survivalists won't fall underneath a category of domestic T groups? You know, those, I have to watch what I say here on this channel because I have been dinged many times. Groups that want to inflict harm domestically on the country. Power grids, water stations, things like that. Yeah, they will. And there goes your rights as far as what they can do, snatching you up just because they think it. That's not good enough. Probable cause what's the probable cause? Well, he did a video on YouTube showing he's a prepper. Or they looked into your history on your phone, laptop, and they can do that backdoor right on into your systems. They watch a lot of prepper videos. They watch a lot of outdoor survival videos. They watch a lot of homestead stuff. They're obviously domestic teas. So I know I'm going to get the question, what do we need to do? What should they be doing to go after illegals here in this country? And also keep everybody else's constitution safeguarded. All right. I know there's going to be people, well, I don't care if they stop me as long as it gets rid of all these illegals. It's still a breach of your constitutional right. All right. You know, when they did the Patriot Act and stuff like that, everyone was all on board. I don't care. I will give up my constitutional right, my freedom, my freedom for protection and security. No, you don't do that. Those things are there to keep a tyrannical government from just taking over. Unfortunately, some say that has already happened, that has already gone too far along. My opinion, all politicians are the same, doesn't matter who's in the seat. I think someone else is in the background pulling the strings. Unfortunately, that's my thoughts. I do not have any proof. I do not have any direction to look into who's actually doing it. I know a large portion of us believe it is the central banks. But I think there's something more nefarious going on with that, on who's controlling the actual world. Tinfoil moment hat. All right, so what should they be doing? Sorry guys, there's like fur flying everywhere. My wife got herself a new rabbit. Should be a pop-up there. That is Pinkerton. Yeah, little white rabbit. He's called Pinkerton because he has pink eyes. Yeah. In my opinion, this whole thing should be slowed down and follow through correctly. I believe they can actually get a lot of illegal out of the country and track them down really quickly just by following two things. That's it. One, food stamps, services. All right, so that's kind of an umbrella of things right there. Food stamps and services. They need to go door to door and check who's getting these things. Because from my experience in the past, being a train rider and all this other stuff that I have been through, all you got to do is show up and they start sending it to you and they'll make sure you get it. They don't care if you're illegal or not. Funny thing is though, when I tried to get it because I was really down and out, it was an act of Congress to make it happen. Yeah. Good thing it'll work all the time. So that's one avenue right there. Follow the money. You know these people are coming in. They are getting aid services. Follow up the aid services. There you know. You can actually ask legal immigration status and everything else because you are following who they are. And there's a huge paper trail, money trail, IDs, everything. And you're not really stepping on toes of American citizens by snatching up the wrong person just because they look Hispanic. Next, driver's license. Quick story, when I was out in Oregon, I went to go get my driver's license renewed. And the place I was at, I was seeing a lot of traffic going through this one line because one lady was, she bilingual. And I saw something. I saw something go slide out of hand and go in her pocket. I stopped and looked and I saw it again. She was giving and issuing driver's license to illegals. Yeah. Now this was back 2011, 2010, somewhere, about 2011. And now I'm seeing reports where they're busing people. And she did get nailed. Her and like 3 other employees there at that DMV office there in Oregon. She did get caught. But now I'm seeing more and more popped up and people are acting shocked. There's an avenue right there to find out if people are illegal or not. It would be nice if the DMV was honest and everything. They had great employees and they stopped this right there. But the federal government, if they're really concerned, they can just go that route too. Follow up with that. You know, you have to change your living address and everything else when you move. You have to change your ID and all that stuff. That's the law. You got their address, go follow them up. Will you get them all? No. But you will get a lot. Absolutely you will. My thoughts. You guys are entitled to your own. Please put it in the comment section for me. That's something I want to discuss with you guys because my concern is that this can be utilized against us American citizens. And right now, it already is being used against American citizens. Just because you are a different ethnic group, different heritage, doesn't mean you're not an American citizen as long as you are in this country legally. You were born here, whatever the laws are, you are a citizen. So you're protected underneath the Constitution. Snatching up people just because they look a certain race and they're snatching up American citizens, that is not acceptable. I don't care who you are. That is not acceptable. Anyway, guys, something to think about. Feel free to put in the comments what you think about this. This is a big nothing burger, nothing to worry about. Go right ahead. Me, I'm concerned. I am. Because as a prepper, I look at many scenarios across the board. And one is that a government turns on the American people, their citizenship, their citizens, and starts snatching them up. We've seen it happen before. It wasn't here in the U.S. It was Nazi Germany. Papers. Papers. Let me see your papers. Oh, we're seeing it now, aren't we? You know, my granddaddy told me this old story a long time ago. He said when he fought wars and stuff, he got back. I was young. He said, you know, we become more and more communist every day. And of course, I'm young, pro-America. I said, what are you talking about? He said, you got your ID on you? I said, well, no, I don't have ID, Granddad, because I'm not old enough to, get ID. You got your social security number on, you got your number? I'm gonna make sure you're who you say and you're supposed to be. Funny. Land of the free. All right, guys. Speak to you later.